So we have the big rule there. Log base b of a. B is called the base. I don't really need to write that, do I? And isn't it called the base over here as well? You know, when we're doing an exponential thing, that's the base. That's the power or the index. That's why I made it a p. Be with me. Really concentrating. That's the power. This thing, this a, is called the argument. And that's why I made it an a. The argument of the log. So that's the base, that's the argument, that's the index. Right, that p is a power or an index. Okay, a couple things have to happen. A has to be greater than 0. It can be a fraction between 0 and 1, but it has to be greater than 0. B also has to be greater than 0, and B cannot be 1. So these are two important things. It makes it easier, actually. Okay, so what does this mean for us? Well, there's a couple things today it means for us. It's first of all going to allow us to solve a lot of equations that we never were able to solve before. But, can I go? Raise your hand if you want me to wait. Okay. Is there a sheet up there? Yeah, she got one. Okay, thanks. Okay, so one easy thing that happens is that we write expressions between these two forms. And the exponential form is the thing with the power in it, yeah? So it says, write an equivalent statement to the following. So I have log form here. I have log form. Log base 10 of 1,000 is 3. So I have to stare at that and say, okay, where does the 10 go, where does the 1,000 go, and where does the 3 go if I'm going to write it like that? So what's the B? The 10. And what's the P? 3. And the A? How easy is that? Okay, so you just turned a log form into an exponential form. Easy. Now, this thing, you know, it would be best actually to memorize it, but it's always going to be in front of you as well. Yeah? Yeah, so can I just flip over for one quick tick? So this is the formula sheet. See it? They write it the other way. But fair enough? So they've used different letters. But this is the methods formula sheet, and it's the thing you guys get. Okay, cool. So they've written different letters. I like these letters because they represent to me what they are, but after you use them for a little bit, you won't care what the letters say, right? It's just like a formula. All right, how about this one? This one's in exponential form, so it's over there. I want to write it like that. You tell me. Say it like that. Log, say it like this. Log of 32 is 5. I've written this out for a reason. I don't really write out math usually for you in words. I've written it for a reason. Because it's not right when you say log 2 32 it equals, that's not right. Okay, so it doesn't sound good and it's wrong. Is this really easy? Now, the only thing that's not easy right now is in your brain you're going, who cares? What are we doing? Right? Just try to suppress that for a little while because that's going to become clear soon. Okay? All right. Okay, so sometimes you need to evaluate logarithms, and I do that like this. I say, well, the only thing I know is the big rule. So I'm going to make this equal to something, and the thing that it's equal to will be what I want. So I might put a P there, or an X there, or an A there, whatever letter you like, the first letter of your name, or whatever. And then I'm going to rewrite it as an exponent. So what is it? Use the big rule. Hang on, I'll try to put the big rule here. Okay, there's the big rule. So how am I going to write it? 2 to the p equals 8. All right, now I'm going to have to try to write the 8 as some power. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to write that as 2 to the what? Let's see. 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 4 is 8. So this is like 2 to the p equals 2 to the 3. So p is 3. I know. So I reckon it's going to be your job to write a list of all the powers. I think we've done that already for something one time this year. Might have to do it again. Okay, a little bit harder. This one says log base 3 equals 1/9. I'm going to set it equal to x. I'll put a box around it so we can see it. So how do I change that one into an exponential? 3 to the x equals 1 on 9. Wow. So we're going to start thinking of 1 on 9 as 9 to the negative 1. Remember that? Okay. So this is like 3 on x equals 3 to the what? Definitely negative something. Negative 2? Because 3 squared gives 9. So for this one, x is negative 2. And in fact, this expression equals negative 2. Okay, now the really easy one's the calculator one. So grab your calculator. Oh, thank you.